We see that this is a gift from God. It highlights the way that he operates, the way that he works. It highlights the supernatural. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to talk about a few things about the virgin birth. And like I started with, why do I need to believe it? Why is it important? Well, by believing in the virgin birth, we see that salvation is a gift from God. Salvation is a gift from God. The very gift of Jesus into mankind is from God, and salvation is also from God, because you have to realize that man can't create salvation. There isn't a plan that man can think up. There isn't a design for a man to say, I'm going to do it this way, and then I can just do all these things myself and achieve or have salvation. God is the one responsible for it. Mankind can't do it. And so when we look at the virgin birth, we say that was God's doing, not man's doing, because man can't do it. We also see not only man can't create salvation, but he can't earn salvation. Man made efforts to accomplish forgiveness, a relationship with God, salvation. They're all wasted. They're all futile. Man cannot do it. Man is not about boasting or getting credit. God doesn't want to allow that to happen. Man would easily start to come up with all of these ways that we could make a name for ourselves, but the way that God designed this is that that's not what it's about. It's not about making a name for mankind. It's about promoting the name of Jesus, because man can't earn salvation. God is the one who gets the credit. So all of these things are his. So we also need to understand that it is by the grace of God that Jesus was sent, and it is by the grace of God that we are saved. You see, by rejecting the virgin birth, we reject that salvation is fully a gift from God. If we say that there was some other way that Jesus was conceived so that it makes biological sense that maybe a human man had some part in it, then we are dismissing the supernatural. We are adding man to the story, that man gets some kind of credit for this, and then suddenly we say that salvation is no longer a gift from God. Salvation is earned by some sort of efforts of man. So you can start to see that the virgin birth is not something to dismiss or ignore. It carries very big implications for the rest of what you believe. Salvation is a gift from God only. It is not because of man-made efforts. It is by the grace of God that he sent us Jesus. It is by the grace of God that we are saved. So, this Christmas, when you read the story, when you hear in the songs that there is the Virgin Mary, when you think of the virgin birth, think of the great gift of salvation from a loving God. That God loved you so much that he couldn't help but give a gift to you that was his doing, nothing that you did to achieve or earn or deserve it.